Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is Pedro Sacramento speaking, and I'm doing another stream, but this one is going to be different. It's again about War of Divisions, Final Fantasy, Brave Exvius, and there has been a huge discussion about whether you should or not pull the characters that are currently in this new event. So basically, we have three new characters right here, and the characters are as follow. We have Dwayne, who is a powerful Dark Knight, who is um, a character from Brave Exvius. I don't know him, but I know that, he may be a cool character for some people, but it seems that he's not as famous as other characters from the series known as Brave Exvius. And should you pull him? Well, that depends. First of all, he's a character that can only be found on global. Second, he is limited. Third, he is double cost. So if you guys are into this game, then you could possibly think of him as Gilgamesh, which is considered like limited in a way, and as well being double cost means that you're going to spend double the visual to get someone like him maxed on limit break. In my honest opinion, I think you guys definitely should avoid spending any money on this guy because who knows, even if you do have this character, there's still the possibility that you can buy some tickets that can give you extra shards for him. Okay, so Luarta is the other character, and she is a fire gunner with double class, which are dual gunner and gunner, which is really, really awesome. So she is a very, very powerful hitter. She is a killer for Agrias, much like how Mashri is, but unlike Mashri, which needs to be close in range in order to knock out Agrias, Luarta can basically knock her out if she is maxed and if she is like with all her gears and vision cards, basically all her equipment maxed. If that happens, then yeah, you can definitely knock Agrias down on PvP content, player versus player, which is basically the type of battles that you find on Arena as well as on a class match or basically matches that are I think it's what's the name of it? It's class matches, and there's another one. Just let me find. Yeah, match battles. Um, so she is very powerful for that, and she is really good. Although, in my honest opinion, I think you should really skip these two. If you already have Lucia, you don't need Luarta. But if only you have Lucia maxed. If you don't have Lucia maxed, like if your Lucia is really low on level and shards, then if you want a powerful gunner on your team, then you should definitely go for her. You should definitely go for Luarta, because she's really powerful on the attack, and she is capable of knocking out any opponents, basically any opponents that are weak against fire, which basically can be ice. She's able to place she's a great challenger for Gilgamesh, because again, she doesn't need to be close to hit hard on your characters. Just keep her at some distance, and you'll be able to knock out powerful, powerful tanky ice units. Um, Although, if you already have Lucia, you shouldn't waste a visual on this. Also, in my honest opinion, you shouldn't go for this card as well. This card, the Irresistible Darkness, despite having some really cool boosts, it's a card that only goes for Dwayne. And to be honest, I mean, it's really good, but if only you really have the character, and if you want to go ahead with Dwayne. But again, be sure, if you're a free to play player, then you're basically going to need to spend at least a lot of visual just to get the card. And if you get the unit and this card from the first step, then it's going to be a lucky draw for you. Although if you don't have the character, you should really not go for this card at all, unless you really want to invest a lot of your visuals on Dwayne. What I really suggest the most is not going for these ones, but there were other pools that I already pulled, which are these ones. Like, considering, well, if you're a small casher like myself, then you should go ahead with these very special pools, because these pools grant you the possibility to get powerful, ultra rare characters, saving a lot of your money, as well as giving you some really good unit charts that you still are going to need in order to max some of your ultra rare characters. So for this one, I really go for either one of these two. They are really awesome. I went for the other one, which is totally free. It uses only 2,000 free visuals. You can go ahead and use those visuals in order to get some extra shards for your ultra rare units. Excuse me. And I've been looking forward to max Giza. I managed to max out Medina, so I'm really happy already. And I already have Ildira maxed, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I do have. I think I have Stern close to max too. Let me check. there's a lot of shards that I received, and these pools are, in my honest opinion, way much better than the other ones. The other ones kind of asks a lot of your money to get those. No, I actually I actually need just one shard. Okay, I'm just going ahead and use a skip on this one. Uh, okay, I'm just going to use a potion for this one. Ah, it's not a big deal, and just use one card to skip, just to get that stern a little stronger. But again, if you really want to get some really powerful units, you don't need Dwayne. You don't need the cards. I mean, in my honest opinion, you should definitely just like, if you want some very powerful characters, I suggest you guys to not waste your money on these events right now, and spare as much visual as you can from these events, because there will be better events to come, and those events will give you more powerful units, because for example, while we receive Dwayne and Luarta along with Titus, we in Japan, in the Japanese version of War of the Vision, you receive the near near automata um, characters, such as 2B, S9, 9S. Excuse me, that was kind of weird. Duh. 9S, and you also receive uh probably you might receive, I'm not so sure, because these two characters are considered the antagonists of the game, which are Adam and Eve. um and and also, you if you play on the Japanese version of this game, then on the next week there will be a new character, which is the ultra rare version of Mont Leonis. In this case, he wears the armor, or basically not just the armor, but also the emblem from his father, Oweld Leonis, and he shares the same element as his father, which is fire. As you can see here, this is Oweld, and he uses a similar armor in a way to his father, as a tribute to his father, and he is a very, very powerful unit. Could be on par with Gilgamesh, because Gilgamesh is very powerful, and since he is a character that possibly will have double cost as well, in Japan, unless you have saved a lot of visuals on the Japanese version, then I suggest you to skip Near Automata event and spend whatever visuals you can get from that event into the next event, which will be featuring ultra rare Mont. And I'll be doing the same thing, because I'm positive that such character will be on this game next year. And I think it's going to be really interesting having um, a very powerful fire unit like him can really help out a lot of players if those players are playing the fire type teams. And this character Mont in ultra rare is perfect for any team that you want to with fire units, especially with if you combine him with Owelda and Rain and also Marcherie, for example. Because for example, Marcherie is a fire element, and she is a physical one, a physical one, and a piercer. So since she has ability like her master ability boosts the power for any fire unit that you have in the team. That gives UR Mount an incredible power boost. And not just him, but anyone that is close to him on this team, like Rain, Welda, or any other fire unit that you want to pair with Mount. You basically have a powerful team that can be a real match for any player who is playing on Japanese version of the game. Um, so in a way, I don't know if the character will have the EX job, which gives him um a boost on the level. So instead of being like in 99, the level being 99 as his max, will be 120. And that can only be for characters who receive EX jobs. Such as Mont in the Japanese version. Mont is one of those characters who received that. Stern, the normal one, not the Ruin Knight, which is where is he? There you go. This is the one, and also Owelda, Leonis, and then there's this guy Lorenzo. I don't think Lorenzo. I don't know for sure if Lorenzo already has such thing, but I know that the new character that will receive the EX job boost on um, the EX job boost on level will be Seymour, and I don't know for sure what kind of upgrades he's going to have with his stats, but let's hope it is interesting for an MR unit. So yeah, really looking forward for something that's going to happen after this event. So if you are a free to play gamer, then I suggest you to use your visuals on banners that can really help you. And as a free to play gamer, you shouldn't go for the Wayne. Because it's not the fact that you won't receive shards. You actually receive them from either on shop, but also on the challenges here. If you receive him, so you receive a bunch of shards, which helps you to upgrade him to limit break 2 to limit break 3 at max without spending too many visuals on him. But even so, if you want to max him out to level 99, then it's not going to be that useful for free to play gamers. So free to play gamers who wants to max this character out, definitely I advise you to not spend your money and your visuals on this character because again it has double cost, and again it is really really hard to max this character out on both ways unless you have a lot of money to spend and you want to go with this one. But if you don't want to go with this one, or if you want to skip this event, then you will receive better units for next year. And who knows? It's possible that on the next year we will receive the ultra rare month. And for people like me who are focusing a lot on fire units, um, then it's going to be a perfect unit for fire teams. Although I don't know the stats for sure, but I'm sure that Cabbage can go ahead into detail once the unit is available on the game. But even so, it is considered a unique character because it seems that he is able to not only use physical attack but as well as magical attack. So that makes him somewhat a powerful version of Rain. Since Rain uses physical and magic attack on both parts, whether you like to act as him as a magic tanker or not, it depends. I know that Mont as a mega rare unit, an MR unit, he is really really tough. He's a tanky already. Um, so it's possible that the tankiness he receives from his normal self, like him, as you see here, um, he will receive the same buff, like the same bulkiness that he has as an MR unit. Although I don't know for sure if he will have a bulkiness on defense, as it shows here, or if he will have a double bulkiness, like having being tough on defense and on spirit. If he gets that powerful on defense and spirit, then he's not an easy character to go down because he will be able to take several hits and he will still be alive in battle. That is really awesome if that happens because that can put Engelbert and all the other tanks in the game into one side of the board, basically. Um, so for this event, definitely it depends. If you want to go for Luarta, go ahead. If you want to go for Dwayne, go ahead. But if you already have Lucia on maxed level, as well as having a good set for her, then I suggest you to not go for Luarta. And if you don't have many visuals to spend on Dwayne, then I suggest you to save your visuals for another character that's going to be even better than Dwayne. Probably it's going to happen in the future. Probably it's going to happen in the next year. And we still need to know what's gonna happen for the EX jobs, which I don't know when it's going to happen on global, but we know for sure that it's coming. So this means that some of the characters in this game will receive the new level of 120 as the max level. Also, I've seen a lot of people uh, like commenting about equipment and all, and there is one video that doesn't explain much when it comes to crafting the equipment for this game. So I'm going to give you guys some tips about this. For example, I've seen a lot of people saying, "Oh, you just have to go to the pyramid up, 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 up." Well, yes, it is really hard back in the day, but nowadays, no, you don't have to do that. You just click on crafting. For example, you want to go for, let's see, Soul of Damasa, which is one of, welcome, Apex, how are you? Okay, so as I was saying, you want to go for the Soul of Damasa, which is a very, very powerful, really hard equipment to find, and it can only be found on the raids which already ended. So with the raid boss, which is known as the Two-Headed Dragon event raid, if you go on the scroll here, you can just scroll to the side and you'll notice just um, how many items you need in order to get a +5 equipment, which is the best for any kind of very powerful equipment that you want to use for your characters. For example, Soul of Damasa is extremely good for magic users, such as Rain, such as Mediana, such as Grace, such as Ayaka, such as, well, basically any other character that uses magic as a base. So in this one, there are two different types for the Soul of Dalmasa. Is the first one, which is magic, and the second one that is spirit or barrier, basically. Barrier, the barrier type focus a lot on spirit, which gives the unit some bulkiness to withstand against magic attacks. And it's really great when you want to use this unit against math units such as Ildira and Halloween Leela. Um, and this can basically help you a lot. It may not help you much with HP, but it will help you on defense, especially spirit. Um, and there aren't, as Diggs and others said, it's true. There aren't any kind of equipment that can give you a lot of spirit defense as these unique equipment gears. So all you have to do is just scroll to +5, and once you have it done, you have a +5 equipment, although you won't have, like, for example, the level of the equipment will not be at maxed if you do this. Basically, it will give you to the max of level 50, and once you do, you can just go ahead and upgrade the equipment until the max level. So how you do that? How do you get your equipment maxed? Like having all the stats maxed. So for example, I have my platinum mace here. I've seen a lot of people just scroll ahead to 10 to 20 and then uh, hoping for the seals to work. In my case, I don't do that because in that case, you're going to waste a lot of seals, and there is this thing that a lot of YouTubers who have been telling about crafting does not give you, like, there is a rate on this game that does not give you the best bonus whenever you upgrade your equipment. So if you go ahead to 50, there's a huge chance that your equipment won't receive the biggest bonus, as in won't be able to max out magic, attack, HP, accuracy, evade, and critic. Yes, they will be the ones that will get max easily because they don't have. For example, they don't need too many hammers or too many seals in order to get maxed. So at the end of the last 10 levels of the equipment is going, the game will be using the bonus rate on these three stats, which is accuracy, evade, and critical, which are essential. Like accuracy is essential because it gives you a chance for you to better hit on your characters. However, in this case, I use magic, so this equipment, the Platinum Mace, boosts magic power. So I have to focus on that. So my suggestion when it comes to upgrade equipments on +5 is basically do 2 on 2. So, for example, my Platinum Mace is on level 14. In that case, you just use Adamantites to go to level 16. So, this will give you a higher chance to get all the stats maxed out until you reach level 50. Although this gives you only a better chance, does not mean that you get all the stats maxed. It just gives you a better chance. Although not all the boosts that you receive will be always maxed. Like, for example, I'm going to use these 3 seals. I always use 3 seals because these 3 that I'm using right now are the ones that are the highest on the equipment, which are HP, which is the heart one, the attack, which is the sword, and magic, which is the symbol showing a hand. So in this case, since I'm just boosting the equipment with these seals, and if I only use it 2 levels, which are going from level 14 to level 16, there is a high chance of you getting lucky with the bonus that you receive from both the level and the seals that you use. So in this case, let's see how it looks like. Alright, so in this case, the biggest boost went for the attack. It is not a good one because I wanted him to be on the magic one. Although, if you don't get all the stats maxed, you shouldn't dismantle your equipment because that will be a problem for you. Because you will have to basically get more pieces, especially books, which are okay. They're easy to get, yes, but it takes a lot of time for you to get the amount of books to max your equipment. So let's try again and see how it looks like. All right, it boosted. Now it gives a better stats. It boosted magic and HP. So it's like this is like a lottery. If it means that it depends on the luck that you receive on the bonuses, and there is a high chance for you to get all these better bonuses on your equipment as you progress on the level. For example, I go 2 by 2, which is much better. And there you go. It is. It gives attack, magic, and also gave a bit of accuracy. No, actually not accuracy, evade. And that's really awesome because despite evade, I don't have to use the evade seal because I know those are just going to be they're going to be upgrading themselves bit by bit as you progress on the level with the equipment. So I'm going to use again. There you go.